Alrighty guys, welcome back to the beta Minecraft video and a tutorial for how to get all of these glitched pistons that you can see behind me. Let's get into it. So the first one we're going to start with is this one on the left, which is a 6-sided piston face. As you can see, all of the faces are the piston face, and this one's actually possibly the easiest one to make. Now behind this block I've got a chest with all the resources you're going to need, which is 2 pistons, at least 2 building blocks of your choice, and 1 redstone torch. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is place your first piston on its side, just there like that, with a block on top and a block behind, and then a redstone torch on the back block there, just like that. Now if we place your last piston in front of this piston, you'll see that it turns into the 6-sided piston face. And the cool thing is you can just remove this however you like, and this is really robust. It's not going to reset itself or anything like that. You can kind of mess around with it and use it however you like, which is awesome. The other really cool thing about this one is you can use a sticky piston as well, and it will do the same thing, and you'll get a really cool and unique sticky piston face block, which is really cool. I guess I should also probably add this one to the assortment of blocks here. Okay, but moving on to the next one now. This is the piston body without the piston face, and I put this piston above so that you can kind of see what's missing here, which is pretty cool. And you can see it's got a nice little texture here that you wouldn't normally see with the regular piston face. This one is also quite simple to make, and these are all the resources you're going to need. 1 sticky piston, 1 regular piston, 3 levers, and at least 2 building blocks of your choice. So the first thing you want to do with this one is you want to place your sticky piston on its side like that, with a regular piston perpendicular to the sticky piston there like that. Then you want to place a block on top of the sticky piston and another block a gap away and up from the regular piston there like that. Then you want to place levers here, here, and here, just like that. And now to activate it and actually get the glitch piston is you have to flick this lever here to power this block, and then you just flick this lever, and there, as you can see, you get your glitched piston there like that. Now to safely remove everything around it, you want to remove these ones first, and then you can remove this one last, and there you go, you'll have your glitched piston. Now the thing about this glitched piston is that once it's updated, it will reset itself. So if I place a block here, as you can see, it resets itself. Now that's a bit frustrating. Obviously when you're building, you want to, if you ever want to build something with these glitched pistons, you want to be able to have them, still standing without them sort of disappearing. And the best way to be able to build around these is to keep them powered. So this block here is actually keeping this block in its state. So if I place a block here like that, it's not going to reset. And I can place this sort of anywhere and it won't really reset. It's only when I unpower it by removing that block or turning that lever off will it be able to sort of be reset if it's updated in any way, and that could be a lever or a block or anything like that. Alright, but moving on to the next one now. This is still the piston body, just at a different orientation. So if I just place these here, you'll be able to see what's missing is still the face of the piston, but it's just at a different orientation. Now the way to do this one is actually the exact same as doing the last one, and you're going to need the same resources again. So what that's going to look like is a sticky piston here with a regular piston facing straight up this time, and then the same block placements as before, just like that with the levers there like that. You turn this one on and then you flick this one, and as you can see, it's facing up. Now this one acts exactly the same as the last one, where you can place blocks around it if you need, but will get reset if this isn't powering it. Alright, so moving on to the piston faces now. This one is probably the most complicated one to do that we've seen so far, and is also the most finicky one to keep around as well. But as you can see, it's just the piston head sort of upright on its own. Now for this one, these are the resources you're going to need. 1 sticky piston, 1 regular piston, 3 levers, at least 1 building block of your choice, and a furnace or some other kind of immovable block. So as you probably guessed, the first step to this contraption is placing a sticky piston on its side with a regular piston facing the sky like that. Then you want to place a block on top of the regular piston and then your immovable block on top of that one there like that. Next you want to place a lever to the side of the piston here, to this side of the piston, and then at the back of this sticky piston here like that. Now to activate this contraption, you want to flick this lever, therefore powering this piston. Then you want to remove the furnace, which in beta takes forever, but at least it's not obsidian. And now the next step is to quickly power and unpower this piston here. So I'm going to use left and right click to do that. There you go. So you quickly power and unpower that block, and there you go. It gives you the piston head there like that. Now to safely remove everything, you want to remove all of the pistons and levers. It shouldn't be too much of an issue like that, and then you'll be You'll be left with the piston head with a block on top. Now, if you remove this block, actually I'll show you, if you remove this block, the piston head will disappear. But interestingly, if you place a piston or a sticky piston even underneath here, you can then remove this block on top like that. Now, as far as I know, you can't actually place any other kind of block underneath these piston heads. It has to be some kind of a piston, but you can place blocks all around these piston heads, sort of as much as you like, and it shouldn't be any issue. Interestingly, you can also power and unpower this piston and nothing will happen. Also, as far as I know, placing a sticky piston here won't actually work. It doesn't ever give you the sticky piston head floating in the sky, unfortunately. But despite that, I think this alone would be a good conversation starter in your house. Okay, but the last glitch piston for this video is the horizontal piston face, which looks a little bit like this. Now this one we're back to almost just as easy as the first one we looked at in the video. The resources you're going to need are one sticky piston, one regular piston, at least one building block of your choice, and then a couple of levers. Now as per usual, the first thing we want to do is place our pistons, so sticky piston in first with our regular piston perpendicular like that. Then we want to place a block on top of the sticky piston there like that, and then a lever next to the regular piston and a lever on top of that block. Now to activate the contraption, what you want to do is quickly power and unpower this block. I use left and right click pretty much at the same time to get that done, and there it is. You get your glitched piston sticking out just like this. Now this glitch piston acts pretty much exactly the same as the last one, where if you place any blocks around it, it will disappear, but if you place a piston behind it, it will act normally and won't disappear. And just like this one, if you try and use a sticky piston, it won't work, unfortunately. Alright, but those are all of the glitch piston states in beta 1.7.3. I'd like to thank the DeadlyDirtBlock for showing me some of these designs and also showing me simpler ways on how to sort of achieve these outcomes. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see some of these piston glitches being used in your own worlds. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters!